approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in a crash. Alert! Covenant dropship inbound. They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion.
Well guys, this is 2022 Fish again, and now we are on Halo, or Installation 04, if you're one of those people. But now this is the legendary side, and it has taken me quite a while just to get up to this part. And I'll tell you when it switches over to modified difficulty. So as soon as this game came back, everyone was very happy that the Magnum returned as to how it was. I was happy about the assault rifle. You know, 60 bullets per mag, you know. Barely any recoil.
I'm reading a lifeboat beacon over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors.
I do have good news on a other side, is that instead of being this, it's going to be quite crazy because this is just the beginning of CE, and commentating on this is much later than when I actually recorded this, so I don't remember half the things that I was planning on saying, so I'll just do live commentary. This didn't work out too well because I didn't take into account of a beginning song, but now I know that's 42.7 seconds, so, you know, timer, and we should be good. So that would be Halo 2, so there would be another 8 missions of commentation, and then it's all smooth from there. I am planning on having people, additional people with ODST and free, so should be much more enjoyable than watching me mess up all the time. And right about now is when I switch over. It's pretty obvious.
Look, more lifeboats.
I tried to go into the firefight scene there, but it's already 21 minutes, so don't want to make you watch that long.
Okay, Charlie Team, we're
Roger, Bowhammer. Stand by to evac survivors and transport them to safety.
Another thing that I really liked about Halo Cam, the original one, was that when you were in the side seat of a Warthog, it was in first person.
This cave is not a natural formation. Someone built it, so it must lead somewhere. I've hacked into the Covenant battle network. They're actually broadcasting tactical data on unencrypted channels. We should show them who they're dealing with. Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom system to monitor their chatter.
So right around here, you could go straight and go around to the terminal, but, you know, that'll just take too long. Even though I managed to almost flip over the Warthog. And there it is, yellow light right over there. Shiny.
Nice one! More of them! Oh, man!
I feel bad for that guy. He was just destined to die right there. All the grunts exploding around him. But no, he's still alive. They decide to show a cutscene of you just pushing a few buttons, but for the time it must have looked amazing. The whole game is amazing, but
Over here!
there's people on the other side to the left, and I think there's a few over here too, but
There's new traffic on the Covenant battle network. A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other survivors, we have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance.
now the turns over here are very, you don't exactly know which one is the right one and which is a dead end, so until you actually look or drive down to them and hit a wall, but fairly close. That guy's all happy that you are really bad at driving. Now, one of the fastest ways to get through the mission, because if you save all the Marines, then you have to wait for another Covenant dropship to come by, and then they get picked up.
Survivors detected. Marines have
Unfortunate, unless if some unfortunate accident happens to them, in which they are, see? Like this.
Hey!
Must have been a weapons malfunction.
Who's with me? Heads up! I got a Covenant dropship down there.
This still is Fane and nobody notices.
What's wrong with you?
Target practice.
Where's another one?
He was turning into a flood.
Handle your anger. Fire in
And
the
now they're
hole!
angry at me for some reason. So now you have choice amount of people pissed at you. But whether you kill all of one person or all of one group of people over here, or all one of the other. And it's plastic pistol, so it doesn't stall. And you probably heard Sergeant Johnson over there, but you know, it's one of those characters which gets a cutscene around here and there, but
Take that, you bastard!
he keeps dying.
They're all dead. You didn't say.
Now if you think she's angry, it's just how she is when she's not. Now you want to watch out for landmarks because I keep getting lost over here. So over here they're already pissed at me for
There are some Marines hiding in the hills
No.
above the structure.
Another way! What the?
but when you want to test
No survivors, Master Chief.
machine gun on the back of a warthog, it doesn't seem that their bulletproof armor is very bulletproof to that.
Cortana to Echo 419. Stay on station, Bowhammer. We have no survivors for pickup.
And I always like to do this one last, or I just always do it and I never do it before.
Warning. I picked up reports that the Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. The good news is the captain is still alive. The bad news is that the Covenant have captured the entire surviving command crew. Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors.
I think it was this time or another time where I just get so lost that eventually they give me a nav point.
Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out.
Now the people down here or around in the under this giant covet Forerunner thing over here, they have no idea of accidents that happen to their fellow Marines or crew or something, so It's like we're living under a rock. Ha. It's terrible. I discover, it's a very bad cliff there.
Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest
And
of
they
the
send me back here to get lost again.
lifeboat detected. No sign of survivors. Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out.
Anyway, this last group of survivors are in a pretty bad spot, but it's just easier to keep them alive.
This way! This way! Stop!
Oh yeah, there's night vision that will come into play in the next mission, but that's the next mission, and this is the now mission. But I just get cornered by, like, everything around here. This is why you always want to take out higher rankings, such as brutes or elites, and then the grunts will struggle, run around, and find health back. And a pit of blood. Perfect. Watch these little bridges, I would call them, and otherwise you fall into a bottomless pit which fires a giant laser into the center of a ring. I don't exactly know the purpose of it, but
It's not a bloody thing.
you know, I'm sure there's a purpose in there somewhere. I don't know why. But anyway, it's just maybe one or two more of these. Then we're on to the third mission. And thanks for watching. If anybody is still watching.
secure the area before the dropship arrives.
That's the last of them. Roger that. I'm on my way.
New traffic on the Covenant BattleNet. I found Captain Keyes. He's being held on a Covenant cruiser, the Truth and Reconciliation, a ship I disabled before we abandoned the Autumn. The Truth and Reconciliation touched down on a desert plateau roughly 300 kilometers upstream. There's our ride. Get aboard and let's get out of here.
Welcome aboard. Ready for dust off.